Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. To make up for Wednesday's lesson, since I was not here at school, I wanted to talk about two different things today. The first thing I wanted to talk about was blocking. Now, blocking is simply just the movement of actors on stage, or in this case, since you're working on a monologue, the blocking is you coming up with where you are going to stand and what you are going to do in your own monologue. You want to be careful about moving a lot whenever you're doing a monologue. If you watch those two videos, she said, make sure you're standing straight and tall. And in the funny one, he said, don't pace around, those kinds of things. So you want to use your square stance, which is your feet facing forward, your knees over your feet and in line with your shoulders. That way you're not swaying or rocking, anything like that. Now, you are allowed to move during your monologue. That's not a big deal at all. But you need to be careful of wobbling back and forth, or the pacing, or moving forward and then moving back, those kinds of things, because you don't want to be too distracting. So for blocking in a monologue, you just want to be very specific. You want to choose very specific moments where you should move. So something that's maybe really highly emotional would have a hand movement, or maybe a step forward, those kinds of things. Or something that you're not sure about would have a step back, those kinds of things, where you're trying to show that emotion with a simple movement. You just don't want to be too crazy with it. Excuse me. The other things I have on here, actor types. So an actor type is, excuse me, what that person, what you look like as an actor, or what you play very well. So one of the, funny enough, I watched a video over Alan Rickman yesterday, and he's a really good example. Alan Rickman has a good villain face. He plays Severus Snape in the Harry Potter series. He plays Hans Gruber in Mission Impossible, not Mission Impossible, Die Hard. Wow, sorry about that. In the Die Hard series, and he's played a lot of other villainous people. He plays the sheriff in Robin Hood, King of Thieves, I think it's called. So he's got a lot of roles where he fits that evil character very well. Sorry, I'm trying to get my computer to turn on while I'm doing this, and it hasn't been. So Alan Rickman's type would be a villain type. However, he can play nice people, and he has played good people in the past, and that's okay. That just means that he's very versatile in his actor type. Right now, though, you guys are kind of stuck as high school students. I mentioned this in the other video. So you want to choose a monologue that's going to benefit your type, at least for right now. Two contrasting monologues, I mentioned this earlier as well. In a lot of auditions, the adjudicator or the director wants to see two different types of monologues back to back to show your ability to transfer from one to another. So it's you, and then your first monologue character, then your second monologue character, then you again. So the way that you would slate, let me grab my drink. The way that you would slate for a two contrasting monologue performance is you would say, hello, my name is, and today I will be performing a selection by so-and-so from play, and a selection by so-and-so from play. That's pretty much it. Then you would just say one and the other. And then you would start with that first monologue that you mentioned, you would finish it up, and then you would give it a second and go to your next character, then do your second monologue, and then say thank you at the end. So easy peasy. The third one I have on here is constructive criticism. So constructive criticism is very important because we want to be able to identify what it is that we are not doing correctly. But you don't want to do it in a manner to someone else that is rude, or in a way that's going to discourage them from doing their best. So constructive criticism is, I noticed that X thing needs improvement. I would like to help you do that. Here are some suggestions. Constructive criticism is exactly that. It's constructive. You are helping that person know what it is that they need to do better. Constructive criticism also includes things that they are doing well. You want to tell the person what they are excelling in. That way they don't really have to pay too much attention to that thing right now. It's not like you want to ignore it completely, because you can always get better at it, but that's not your problem area right now. Your eye contact is really good, but I can't hear you, so we need to focus on your volume. Then you can put those things together and make a really good performance. So I want you to keep working on your monologue. It is presented on Thursday. I don't know if you can see that little Friday piece behind me there. Tuesday, we are going to get together in class and we are going to say our monologues for each other. So what you guys might want to do is make a video of yourself doing your monologue, even if it's not totally memorized, and send it to the other person to have them give you some constructive criticism. Or you could do it on a Zoom call, those kinds of things, and just get some feedback from the other person to see what it is that you need to improve on. Then on Thursday, you will submit your video to the Flipgrid. I've already put it up there for you. Should be about 1.5 minutes. You know, if you haven't chosen something already and you're having some issues, please let me know and I will help you. I'll try to find you something that will fit your type. Any questions, just let me know, and I will see you again on Tuesday. Bye.